My name is Mackenzie Brown, and I am the Executive Advisor of Indigenous Engagement at Glenbow. I'm excited to talk to you about my new seasonal vlog, and today's theme is all on sharing tea and sharing stories. Story sharing has been happening with Indigenous communities across Turtle Island for thousands of years. Our stories are actually the way that we tell our history, that we share important lessons for the next generation, and the way that we remember our creation and where we come from. So I just poured my own tea from my pretty contemporary teapot, but I wanted to show you one of the items within our collections. This item right here is a Métis tea pail, and it's from Wolf Lake. Now, this tea pail is made out of copper. This would have made a perfect pint of tea. I really like it because it's exactly 1 pint. You can actually see there's the 1 pint that is engraved on the copper lid. And we would have made our tea so that we could sit down and we could story share. Next, we have this beautiful beaded tea cozy, and it's beaded both on the front here as well as the back. The interesting story behind this tea cozy is that it was actually traded in exchange for flour, sugar, and tea by a woman named Miss Johnson. I really like it because you can see a lot of different florals, and a lot of different florals which are reflected in our teas. So we actually have beautiful rose hips here, we have the wild rose, and other medicines that can be found across Turtle Island. The reason why we do our stories in the wintertime is because as the first snow falls, we believe that a lot of the spirits that we talk about go to rest. And therefore it's okay for us to speak about them when they are resting during wintertime. Winter across Canada is also particularly cold. And so it was a great time for us to cuddle up together, be inside our nice warm shelters, and to tell stories. The last item that I wanted to show you today is this stunning, fully quilled and beaded Blackfoot story bag. Now this story bag was made by Deborah Maggie Shear, and it has the story of Napi and the elk. We've been given permission to share this story, and I can't wait to share it with you. Story of Napi and the elk. Napi was playing follow the leader with the elk. Napi had a rattle. Each time he danced, the elk heard the rattle and followed him. He did this until it became very dark. Finally, he danced near a high-cut bank. Napi threw the rattle over the bank, and then he ran under the bank and hollered for all of the elk to jump. He told them that it was a lot of fun. Hearing the rattle, the elk followed and fell over the bank. All but one female elk jumped. "Have pity on me, old man. My child is about to be born," she told Napi. Napi said, "Go then, so there will be more elk in the future." So Napi skinned all of the elk that had fallen from the cliff and cut up the meat to dry. He built a fire and cooked and ate his fill of meat. I hope you had such a fun time here sharing stories and having tea with me. Please keep an eye out for my spring equinox vlog. And in the meantime, as we approach December 21st, which is the winter solstice, I really encourage you to look out for other Indigenous creation stories and other storytelling in general. We will link a few examples in our vlog below. Thanks so much. Kinanaskum Dinawal.